Yeah. Real time.
Start the clock.
Well, today I'm going to say it a little differently. I know why I'm happy. They reclassified weed. I don't know if you saw this.
Oh,
story.
yeah.
Working on this, it's now classified 3. I think it's in the same category as Tylenol.
Wow. Finally, man.
Let's be fair. Not that they're exactly alike. I would never do Tylenol before the show. But it's a very exciting time of year now for parents and kids who are going on to college. It's decision day was this week. That's what kids decide, or they find out if they're going to get the tent of their choice. Oh, man, this says a lot about a lot of things in this country. There was pro-Israeli demonstrators and anti-Israeli demonstrators. And at one point, they were both chanting Joe Biden.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
And they said he couldn't unite America. Oh, they didn't.
Right?
That's not a good sign for the election.
Probably a predictor right there.
Meanwhile, the homeless here are like, can we have your dorm rooms?
Right? What was that about?
The kids say they would love to do laundry, but they ate all the Tide Pods.
That one's kind of old.
So, I don't know if this interests you, but the Kentucky Derby is this weekend. Yeah, I feel the same way. She tells the story when she shot her 14-month-old dog. Of course, it made her the most unpopular politician ever. I mean, like, no, she thought she was going to win over people. Nope, liberals don't like it. Conservatives don't like it. You know who likes it? Cats. She got the cat people. Or just the cats. They say, well, you know, shooting a dog is normal in some parts of the country. Yeah, so is fucking your sister. It doesn't make it right.
Doesn't make it right.
He said shooting a dog is acceptable, but only if the dog is shoplifting. I mean, in other animal abuse news, we know now that bird flu, we reported this last week, moved to the dairy area, and they think it's because we're feeding the cattle chicken shit.
What?
Yeah. If you think that's gross because of what came out of a chicken's ass, just enjoy your eggs tomorrow. It is Cinco de Mayo this weekend.
Woo! Salud.
I must say, last few years I've noticed, you know, not so much fun because people are afraid of cultural appropriation. Well, I just want to say this year, just fucking enjoy it, okay? And because
We don't care. You could wear a sombrero. We don't care.
anybody who was going to give you shit about that was just arrested at UCLA. Okay.
How old is this guy? He looks way younger.
80, is that where you are now? Wow.
Yeah.
I was looking over some of the other album
80
covers.
years
I have the
old.
original LPs. And I always was curious.
Man, he looks like 60, 50 something.
Next, which is one of the greatest albums of all time. I get along with my coworkers. There's no Simon and Garfunkel here that we don't talk to each other.
And that's what bands are really all about, chemistry.
Yours seem more violent.
Because I'm determined to make a proper film. Cinema, to me, has lost its way. They don't know whether it's to be cinema or streaming on TV or in a theatre. I mean, they're making 3.5-hour films. In my opinion, that's an insult to an audience. Anyone can sit for 3.5 hours without going out for a pee. They deserve a medal.
Right.
You know, I mean,
one guy in a group, and it doesn't have to be a musical group. I've been in situations like this. I wasn't the sober guy.
Well, we know that.
But where there is one guy who doesn't want to go along, it creates an incredible amount of tension. People don't like it for some reason. How many times you have a drink? I'm having one. No, I'm okay. No, come on, have one with me. What's the difference?
I used to have I used to have a drink, Bill. I'm no angel.
Right, you know that we have a president that when he dances, he looks like he's jerking off 2 guys at once.
You have to bring that up because it's true.
So, okay, before I leave.
The difference is, of course, that we haven't got guns.
Yeah.
We look at you and we go, whoa.
You know what? I got a feeling that this guy's coked up.
It's not, I don't know. It's always been going on.
Coked up at 80 years old.
Online or something.
I hope
where
not.
They can pick it up and print it.
See, you know who this is? The former senior counselor for President Trump, a New York Times bestselling author, and a Fox News contributor, Kellyanne Conway.
There she is. Conway.
Since you're the Trump whisperer, I thought we would ask you first.
If you win.
What? Nobody knows him better than Kellyanne.
Donald Trump was accused of not being able to accept the election results in 2016. Hillary Clinton made a big deal of it, and with the final debate, it's so shocking, it's so un-American. And he did accept those election results. She didn't. She still says
he won that one.
Yeah, correct.
Oh yeah. What?
And you know what? He'll win in 20.
Trump was always dead set against early voting. He just did a complete 180 this
I hope
week.
he does.
Now he loves it.
You know why I hope he does?
Yep.
By the way, I hope President Trump. So I don't like early voting, but if this is the new normal, you adapt or you die politically.
Okay.
And we have to.
So
He's pretty good.
Say he wins. It's at least a 50-50. Will he relinquish power in 2028?
Yes. 2029.
How does she know?
January 20th, 2029, our birthday.
I gotta say this. If he wins, and more than likely it looks like he might win, the upside, and thank God for this, man. Thank God for this. He could only serve that much. 2 terms. That is it. We don't ever gotta worry about him ever again. Hopefully he won't mess things up too bad. Yeah, even my girl pointed out, and she's right. Even if he tries, he did try to do a lot of things that weren't permissible, that weren't allowed, that were wrong, unconstitutional things. There's a system in place to stop people like him in this country. In this country, what do they call it? The checks and balances. So I don't think it's going to be too bad, even if he does win.
Maybe I deserve, because we were cheated out of this one, maybe I should get another one, and maybe one after that. So that's just a joke? Ha-ha.
Probably, but look, the Constitution prevents him from running.
There you go, Constitution.
A lot of people are worried about AI and is it taking over our lives? Well, I think it is, because now we have an AI-generated beauty contest. This is the world's first beauty contest with just AIs. They are pretty cute. I got to give them that. What are your feelings on humans stealing jobs from self-checkouts? Well, can you explain why your interests seem more human than Kamala Harris? Oh, well.
Oh.
If you could be
You
any
mean
other
Kamala
collection of
Harris?
ones and zeros, what would it be? What do you do when that box on your computer comes up that says, I am not a robot? Oh.
No, Donald Trump did not start a new war.
And you said he was the first one ever. I corrected
No, in 72
you.
years.
Well, that would conclude Jimmy Carter.
That's what okay, Jimmy Carter. Okay.
I got her.
By the way, Joe Biden.
So colleges constantly raise tuition. Then the kids take out more loans. Then the government comes by and pays those loans. Okay, so my tax dollars are supporting this Jew hating?
No, you.
I don't think so.
It's not Jew hating.
Paying for the student loans
Man,
of doctors
Bill.
and lawyers. It's not fair.
Actually, it was in the news this week that people under 40 are 49% richer than they were before the pandemic. They're actually doing better than other generations.
Well, that's good.
No, no.
I work at a business magazine. We get these numbers all day long. McDonald's on their earning call last quarter said we're losing customers who make less than $45,000 a year because they can't afford McDonald's.
I heard about that.
McDonald's is at the bottom of the food chain. If you can't afford a Happy Meal, you're going to be angry.
People are voting by amnesia. When Trump left office, his approval rating was the lowest of any president ever. Now it's somehow magically up to 55%. This happens with every
That's because of Joe Biden.
When they leave office, people, I remember that exactly. It was a few days ago. 4 years later, they have no idea.
So Americans haven't all focused in on the fact that this is going to be the choice, like it or not. Most of them don't like that choice. But come September, come October, when people lock in on the fact that it's going to be Donald Trump again, he's going to bring that chaos and havoc with him, which a lot of voters think he will. That's the best hope Biden has.
Biden was on Howard Stern this week, and he was asked if he would debate, and he said he would. So,
that's going to be a disaster, man.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
I think That applause says a lot. Like, oh, good.
Yes.
Biden will be debating. Yeah, that's going to be good for Biden.
No.
Right?
Don't, you know,
I learned Biden lied about discussing business with his son. The laptop is not Russian.
If only we could catch Trump in a lie sometime.
Actually going to agree to a debate with Joe Biden with a mainstream moderator, not Sean Hannity, a real journalist who's going to ask tough questions.
A real journalist. I don't think you even need a moderator. All that you really need is a timer, and once you go past that time, your mic will get cut off. That's it.
Time for new rules, everybody.
New rules, everybody. New rules.
Now that San Francisco's $1.7 million public toilet is finally
My
open,
God.
and it ended up only costing $700,000. Everyone has to admit, California's back, baby. Exactly. Take that, Illinois. What could $700,000 buy your homeless there? Oh, well. Yeah, okay. But then they wouldn't be homeless, would they? New rule, let's admit that the new hybrid coffee mug bong
What?
is the dumbest product ever made. It's like combining a vibrator with a reading light. Why would I mix something I enjoy doing first thing in the morning with coffee? Well, the South African tourists who sat quietly in this car while lions fucked on the roof deserve an award. Best roommates ever. New rule, now that the Chechnyan Ministry of Culture has banned all music that's either too fast or too slow,
What?
Chechnya has to change its name to the People's Republic of Husbands Who Won't Get Up to Dance. Here's an idea. Try being nice during sex. Say things like, wow, this is fun. Or,
Wow, this is fun.
you sure are good at sex. Merrick Garland, who is that attorney general I speak of, and who, spoiler alert, sucks. Take the case that's going on in New York right now. We call it a hush money trial, but really it's an election interference case. And Trump is clearly complicit in breaking the same laws that Michael Cohen pled guilty to and served prison time for.
Man.
So tell me, how can the fixer who delivers the hush money be guilty of election interference, but the candidate who orders it, pays it, conceals it, and benefits from it not be? El Chapo didn't have the drugs in his ass. Took the opportunity to say that the reason Biden wasn't guilty was that he was too much of a senile, feeble, confused shell of a former man who poops his pants and can't remember his kids' names. With Biden, Garland appointed a special prosecutor instantly. With Trump, it took 20 months. 20 months. I know liberals love drag, but maybe don't do it with the justice system.
Oh, man.
Looked at the statue of Lady Justice and thought, I want to be like her, incapable of moving. But at least the optics were good. All right, that's our show. I'll be at the Palace
All right.
in New York. Now go watch Overtime on YouTube. Thank you very much, folks.
Catch you on the next one.
Oh, I forgot to plug.
No, I forgot to plug. Oh, his book. He forgot.